Hey guys, just popping on for a minute just to talk a little bit about something that I get a lot of questions about. And I think a lot of us, I've always sought out some advice on creating boundaries. And I think sometimes we can either be people pleasers, we're so used to saying yes, we really care. And it's just because we say no doesn't necessarily mean that we don't care. But we have to take care of ourselves first. And so, boundaries, just thinking in the sense of if someone gives you a phone call randomly and you're not expecting it, possibly you're burned out, you're really tired, and it's okay not to pick up the phone. But what happens if we pick up the phone and we take that phone call and we're tired and we're exhausted? Possibly could create some resentment towards that person, though we were the one that decided to take that phone call. So, one of the things that I try to really practice is letting my family, letting my friends know what those boundaries are. Will I flex? Of course, I will flex. But when it's not something that needs to be taken care of in the right moment, I just know myself and I try to really plan and think about the time that makes sense for me, that makes sense for the other person, in the sense of making sure that I am fully present when I'm talking to that person. So, give you a quick example. Just last week, I planned on talking to one of my absolute best friends who I needed to connect with. What I also realized was I taught a class all day. I was up in the morning. I was on. So that made me really tired. I was pretty exhausted. And I let my friend know that let's talk on the weekend because I was my battery was drained for the day and I wanted to be fully present for her and to listen to her and be fully focused and not irritated or upset or frustrated or just frazzled and not really be paying attention. So I think if we really think about those boundaries, let our family and our friends know what our boundaries are. Most of my very good friends and my work team, they all know that after 7 p.m., I don't take a phone call. Reason being is I have found over the years that if I speak on the phone with someone at 7 p.m., guess what I'm thinking about? And it's really, really tough for me to go to sleep. So I create those boundaries. I draw that line. It's not saying no, it's taking care of myself first so that I can be fully present for the other person. So before you say yes, before you commit to something, don't think of yourself as a bad person. Just think of yourself as a human. And there's different emotions we may be feeling. Our battery might be drained. It might just not be the right time. So create those boundaries. Think about it. Take some time to sit, reflect, think about what your boundaries are, and make those really clear to your family, your friends, and the people around you.